Good evening. You'll like to start by thanking everyone that played a part in making this happen. I live downtown Providence, so I've seen all the hours. So many people, thank Mayor Smiley, thank Governor McKee, everyone. I mean, plows on pickup trucks and shovels to make this happen, and everyone that made the trek to the AMP tonight really helped pull us through. So I want to give a thank you to all of Providence and in Rhode Island. Good win for our group. Funky travel to Chicago and back. The storm. Guys stayed in the hotel for a couple nights. We walked to the AMP for practice. Thanks to Larry Lepore and his team for getting us in here for practice early this week. And our guys, 2 games in a row, a little bit of adversity. Change, some injuries, some illnesses, and just a good win for us. It's a string, a couple of wins together at the end of February. Our team's still getting better, and excited to get another opportunity. We'll go and watch the end of Creighton DePaul and get ready to play one of the best teams, best coaches in the country.
Questions for Jaylen? Jaylen, talk about the first half where you and Xavier especially kind of got going right away, and you guys ended up going up 23 in that first half.
We were just trying to focus on defense, just making sure that we keep those guys from not shooting threes, and we know we could get out. One of the fastest team in the country, and they is as well. So, and we both know that's hard to guard. So we're just trying to make sure that we defend them, keep them out the paint and stuff like that.
Is there a focus on that three-point line? They hit a lot of threes out in Cincinnati.
Oh yeah, that most definitely was one of our major focus. Going into practice, just preparing for the game and just making sure that we don't let these guys, just have free shots. When we first played them, it was like they was playing dummy defense. So we just try to make sure that we come out and focus on guarding this game.
Jaylen, how much was taking care of the ball an emphasis, coming off the ball game, only 4 tonight?
It was very important. That's something that we have been struggling with over these last few games or in conference period. So we're just making sure that we're just trying to take care of the ball as much as possible.
Jaylen, at the beginning of the year, you were struggling a little with your shooting, but since the end of November, you're shooting almost 50% from 3. Was it just getting used to the new system with Coach English and the Friars, or is it confidence? Is it a combination?
Yeah, it's just a confidence that he keeps instilling in me. He get in the gym with me every day, so just making sure that I'm staying in the gym, And my guys also just feeding me with confidence. Just keep shooting it, Jay. So, that means a lot to me.
Jaylen, regardless of who's in the lineup, why should this team be regarded as a dangerous team heading down the stretch and going to the Big East tournament?
Just like we were saying at the beginning of the year, and it still stands. We got guys that can come off the bench and defend and score the ball just as well as the guys that started. So I trust the guys that come off the bench, and I also trust the guys that start. So, we've been together for a minute now. We on the end of this season. So just making sure that we just stand together, through the ups and the downs. And I feel like we still one of the best teams in the country, regardless of the fact.
Who's kind of been responsible for keeping you guys player-wise together through all this?
I feel like all of us played a part in it. Just making sure that we stand together. Everyone holding everyone accountable. It's not just one person. It's everyone. Just making sure that we stand together because we all we got.
Jaylen, I think you had 2 shots for a long, only two attempts in the second half. They get it to 7. You make a 3. You get to the line. You make another 3. Did you just see the score, or did the ball just kind of found you?
Oh no, my teammates just was trust me. Coach trust me, so I just made sure that I make the right play. If that was me making a 3 or if that was me just playing on 2 feet and kicking it out, regardless of what it was, I just wanted to make the right play, and I just made some shots.
See you.
Kim, is he telling the truth there? You got it to 7, and he really hadn't been all that involved for a couple minutes anyways.
Yeah, you were feeling that. Again, you feel that a lot. Like, he got off to a good start. Jameer got off to a good start. Jason got off to a good start. It's that happy medium of trying to target guys. And again, like we always say, the go-to guy on our team is the open man. And you know, the randomness of our offense, I think makes us hard to guard. You know, anyone can do it. We're just reading what the defense does. You know, if he shot it off a ball screen, they probably went under, or they set a good pick, he got free. You know, we encourage all our guys to shoot the ball.
Coach, you've won 4 of your last 6. It's momentum with March right around the corner. Talk about how important it is to kind of have this ball rolling as fast as it is, and how you plan to keep it moving.
Yeah, you know, it's been a season of ups and downs. You know, a new team, a lot of new guys, learning and figuring each other out. You know, obviously some tough losses, but the beauty of those tough losses is it was a lot learned. You know, this game today, up 14 with 3 minutes to go, that was our Connecticut game, up 13 with 3 to go. So, you know, we did a great job controlling tempo towards the end of the game. So, new team, some very talented young guys, Stephen Vox, Jameer Jones, Oswin, you know, Ryan Mila. This team is just continuing to get better and better every day. And, you know, we got a couple of days to prepare to go to Creighton.
Kim, how different or unusual as a coach is it to learn, still be learning about your group this time of year? Usually you like to think a lot of things solid, answered.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know other coaches, older coaches, maybe they got it more figured out. I'm learning about myself every day, you know, and these guys, you know, and decisions we make in the off season, you know, and the flow of the way we play and the way we've, you know, maybe missed the mark with our pace on offense. Maybe it has affected our defense. There's so much learning, especially with me. I mean, you know, I don't have all the answers, you know, so, but our guys, give them a ton of credit. They've stayed together. They have, no team in the Big East has missed more players than us the last 2 years, last 3 years, as far as availability. But our guys have not let go of the rope, and are going to continue to learn and get better, and good crack at it on Saturday in Omaha.
Kim, how important is continuity going into the last few games here into the Big East tournament?
Continuity of what? Like,
Lineup.
yeah, whoever we have. You know, I don't know who we have. I've always, since I've been here at Providence, I've kind of looked at myself like a G League coach. You know, who we got? You know, who we got tonight? Who's down from the big club? Who got sent up on a 10-day? So yeah, it would be great to have our healthy allotment of guys, but our guys are having fun. They're playing hard, and you know, got 3 regular season games left before New York. So, in an arena, and get to play in an arena we love in New York. So it's fun.
Kim, do you Steph have the flu? I'm sorry.
Hey, sorry, I was wrong too. DePaul, I said they only got 2 steals. I was wrong. I was reading our side, and they had 8 steals. So I'm sorry about that. I got in the locker room, I was like, damn. But sorry. Yeah, I don't know if it was a flu. He had a fever that you know, he was sending me Celsius temperatures, and I'm not that good at math, so I sent it to a trainer who can convert it to Fahrenheit. But it was a fever in Europe and America.
Any update on Corey?
Yeah, he's not right yet. He's trying to get out there and practice, and I'm telling him to get off because it's just he's not moving right. He's an old man, long career. He's an old man.
You mentioned the guys are having fun. Just how nice is it to see them still having fun despite some of the adversity?
It's been great. I said it on the plane, on the tarmac to Chicago, you know, turned around, and they were all interacting with each other on 6 hours on the tarmac. Walked from a downtown hotel, walked from the Graduate to practice in the snow, some snow fights. Had a good practice on the amp floor, still letting me coach them hard and responding. So love this group, and just going to continue to get better.
And you've used the phrase, these guys haven't let go of the rope a few times now this year. Just wondering what Jaylen said in terms of everyone kind of holding themselves accountable. Is that really?
Yeah, as much as it is like, you know, I'm deaf to outside noise. I don't hear nothing what's going on, the BS outside or what other people say or whatever. But I know they do. They do. You know, and it would be great. You know, I'm a Baltimore Orioles fan. I love the Orioles. I've never, ever talked about the Baltimore Orioles, not one time in my life, ever. Right? I love the Orioles. It would be great if our guys could experience that type of love and support constantly, but they don't. They hear, they see all the stuff, and they feel what it feels like to lose a game, a tough game. So the focus has been on keeping them together through all that crap. And they haven't let go of the rope. Because truthfully, what anyone says on the outside doesn't matter. You know, if someone says you're going to win a national championship, it doesn't matter. If someone says you're awful, it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is when the ball is thrown up. You know, so keeping that message in our guys, they haven't let go of the rope. They won't. They won't. You know, Creighton, Marquette, Georgetown, and then some fun in New York City.
You played for a big-time program in a big league. I wonder, just compared to your own experience, has that line of criticism shifted or heightened because the players are getting paid now because they're more exposed?
Probably. I was at the beginning of the social media and noise and stuff like that, so I kind of quickly realized that it's just a message board. Burner accounts, people with no faces, no names. I'd listen to that no different than it'd be like getting, when I was in college, tigerboard.com or powermizzou.com, like same people, same noise, but it's just more accessible. So I tell them delete it. You know, I don't have Twitter. You know, I check Instagram every couple weeks to maybe DM a recruit or something. But it's definitely louder and it's more, and as the platforms have gotten savvier, they've now been able to influence people. They can influence decision makers, you know, your players, your fans, you know, so, you know, your fans are now stakeholders, your donors are stakeholders. So it's louder, but it's equally as irrelevant as it was when I was a player.
Human nature being what it is, are the dissenting voices maybe louder than in the first year, where you had some really good wins and made a nice run in the beginning?
I don't hear any of it. I don't hear any of it. I live downtown Providence. I walk to dinner most nights. I get all positive everything from people I actually encounter. It's positive on campus, you know. But they see everything, you know, and that's the nature of it now, and just guys got to keep fighting and stand together, and I think we will.
Can you tell them not to look at it, ignore it, or is it?
Yeah, I had a great moment. Jaylin a few weeks ago was struggling with the noise, and I said, bro, just delete it. And he had a great moment. He said, I did, but I didn't already saw it. It's everywhere. You know, so they are addicted to their phones. They got them. The app developers, you know, we were playing in Seton Hall, and I was walking around the locker room, and I just happened to look at someone's phone, and the notifications of Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, it was unreal. They got them. They got them. So we can just try our best to try to win them back, but they got them good. The app developers got them good. They ain't gonna get me.
Coach, one other question, a little bit different. The NCAA put out a thing yesterday about going after schools that are tampering with players before the portal opens, before guys are in the portal. You got a lot of young, talented players. Have you had to deal with any of that?
I believe it when I see it.
You believe?
I believe the NCAA is going after tampering programs when I see it.
No, I mean, have you had to deal with that with your own players?
They get recruited every day. Their agents, their families, their DMs, other schools, yeah. Thanks.